Alright guys, so we're just getting started. That's the road that goes between both sides of the Setauket tribe. So I just wanted you guys to see. I'm taking you guys with me from start to finish. It's about 5:30 a.m. I got a little later of a start than I wanted to, but it's so cold and it was really hard to get going. Pardon me, but this beginning trek of the trek is going to be a little bit of stretching the old legs and warming up. So, actually, what I wanted to do was take this there's nobody going to be out here for a while, so what I want to do is take this, right, and I want to leave it somewhere and do a recording. I gotta make sure I can find it again too, so maybe let's pick a trail. This looks like it almost has a glyph going through it. Alright, let's try that. Let's try this spot. Trailhead there, straight on with the car. Alright. Alright. Okay, recording in progress. Let's aim it face down. Hopefully nobody will see it. There shouldn't be anybody out here, period, so let's try to get it away from poison ivy if there is any. Okay. It's hard to tell what's what sometimes. Alright guys. So, I was not coming to Setauket tribe today. I wasn't. I was driving down the road and I was doing a little live stream. I think Toby and Knack were in there. And anyway, I was headed, it's over by like Bigfoot Badlands. There's a crack. And I got pulled in this direction. I could feel that magnetic pull. Look at that. Look at that bend right there. See, that's a big tree. They do that a lot in here. See, you won't go far before you see a snap. Look at that huge tree bend behind it. Oops. Alright, those two trees look placed there. I'm leaning up, I don't know why. Alright, I'm not gonna point all this stuff out. Like this, look at this shit. There's a whole tree laying here. It's not from here. Why is it there? I don't know. But yeah, if I point out everything like that in here, it's insane. This whole place is bend and tucks. If anybody ever comes here and I'm like wondering where I should take you, remind me to take you here, because it's like, look, here's another one. I wish we could stand here, because when that sun comes up, you'll see why this is here. It's almost like they line up. You can't, as the crow flies, they line up, these ones. This one The other ones we saw, there's probably like 3 or 4 that line up. Oh shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Did you guys hear that? I was distracted by the train. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Look at this bend. So this is just, for those of you who are saying, no, it's not. It's nature. Here's another one. This is a tree jammed upside down in the ground. Huge impression. Broken over here. Forms an X. And this tree, oh, look, it was growing that way, and it's still bent this way, and it's tucked under. Okay? Don't sell you so short, please. I'm not talking to the people in here who are regular here. You know the deal. But, so look, there was a tree laying here. There was a whole tree laying here at some point. It's gone. They brought it somewhere else. Trees don't get up and, well, we shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean. It might be right here. They might have took it, that might be it. They might have moved it here for some reason. It's hard to say. Alright, let's change trails. Good morning, my friends. It's been a long time. Setauket tribe. Good morning. Bang. I don't know if you heard that. They're right there. Right there. Look at that. You see that? See that break right there? It's where they literally were probably laying or sitting. So if you look at the overall, there's a bunch of stuff on the bottom that goes into it. A big tree broke there, cuts across, ties into the next one. All these branches come down, tie into those trees. It's all set up by design. A huge bend behind it. So there's another huge bend. So a lot of this stuff those look like they're not attached yet, these two. Even though they're huge bends, it doesn't look like they're attached yet. Well, they might be making this area, but I'm nervous to go invade that space, as it looks really fresh. I'm literally following the paths. I'm following where a Sasquatch walked. Do you know how like humbling that is? It's a very humbling experience to come and step in the same space that such a legendary, beautiful, wise, amazing being, a person. I shouldn't even say being. I get tied up in saying these things because I talk to different people all day, that are at different levels, but they're people. Hello, my friends. I won't get too close. Do you see how big that is? Look how big that is. I'll show you me standing in it. So it's 3 times as wide as I am. It's 3 times. There's a lot of noise going on. It's 3 times as wide as I am. You hear that? Ah, ah, like that. So if you notice, you gotta look at the subtle stuff too, right? Look at this impression. Guys, look at this. Toes were here. Look at the heel. It goes all the way back there to my hand. Look at that. Huge. I'll put my foot next to it. That's where the toes were. I'm doing it in reverse, but look how much bigger it is. Almost another whole, like, 3/4 of my shoe more. So subtle stuff. See that, Ben? And how it's tucked? Look at that. What went out of their way to do that? The wind? There's people that walk around and do it, right? Humans walk around and do all this shit. Teenagers is the best one, I hear. Teenagers like to do shit like that. They do? Like, what weird ass town do you live in? I could ask 100 teenagers right now if they go and bend trees in the woods. And I guarantee you, not one of them is even going to know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't even see teenagers in the woods anymore, let alone whatever. Let's move back to the positive. But this is for the newer people that are here, right? I don't point this stuff out for shits and gigs. They're important. They're important. They connect areas that they utilize. And they connect them. It's so cold. This wind is whipping. I'm not mad at it, but they connect areas that they use and for energy. They bend them and they snap them. They keep it alive. They could do this. They could do that like that, where that's just detached completely. But when that happens, you can pretty much count on it that it was natural. That's one of the biggest things I take away from, right? If I see something like that, I write it off that it's not a Sasquatch pretty much immediately. Unless the placement is very interesting. Look at this bend across the trail. This shit's unreal. Look at that. Do you know, that's huge. Wish I had a co-pilot for a picture right now. Huge. This is the top of my hand. I can't even reach it. This is where we saw that weird deer. See, so look for subtle stuff too, right? Huge, right? Big. It's very obvious in your face that you wanna. This is what's more important. Not the stuff that everybody sees and. Right? This is what you guys want to look for. Subtle. This little branch, right? We see it all the time where there's a huge leaner, a bend, and there's a huge leaner on it to hold it down, to groom it to stay that way. Here's a small one with a branch on it. See? It's not touching the ground yet. Well, it is actually. There it is, but it's holding it down. I see you, my friends. I see you. Again, same. Okay, bang. Thank you. What was I just talking about? We see it all the time, right? Here it is. Huge thing laid on it. Another huge tree. Where is it? Where's it go? This is all the way over there, tucked underneath. It's held down by this for now. They snapped that to go through and hold it down. Jeez, man, this is cool. Very, very cool. Alright. I could show you guys this all day. Seriously. All day long I could show you these. One day we'll have to come in here and point out glyphs and stuff. Some wild noises coming off that hill. So I show you these things because I hear people all the time say, Mike, I don't have structures by me. I don't think I have Sasquatch by me. You're not gonna always see something huge. Alright? That's what everybody wants you to see, right? Because they want you to think that they have the biggest Sasquatch and the most badass area. So they want to show you the biggest structures and a blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to see, right? But I want to interact with the Sasquatch. I want to further our relationship. It looks like a trail that's been made. I want to get up here and I don't want to bum rush them. But there's quite a bit of noise coming off that hill. I'm seeing impressions coming down off the hill. So I don't know if they left. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That shouldn't be glowing in there. Whatever that is. Oh, maybe it's just sunlight poking through. Yeah, it could be. It's a little perfect, huh? It's pretty perfect. There's a couple of them. A couple of perfect circles. Cool. Very cool. I don't know if it's by design or... The power lines are right here. So that's one of the cool spots. We'll step out there if you want. And I'll give you guys an understanding of this place. There's across the street, there's just as much woods as there is here. And then there's this side. And then there's the power lines. And then there's a whole nother preserve directly on the other side of the... If you cross the power lines, there's a whole nother preserve. This is where we saw that weird deer. I don't know if I said that before. I meant to. There was definitely a deer here this morning. See recent sniffing around, kicking stuff up. See how the trail is dug up quite a bit. Oh, we're on his trail. There's one. So there they are. There they are. Hi guys. See how comfortable they are in there? Right on the trail, just digging. Yeah, so that one day we saw a deer that wasn't... We don't really think it was a deer, to be honest with you, because first of all, there was so much oddities. It looked like something was hanging on it. We were seeing some weird shit, and then we caught some weird shit on the camera too. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know, and I'll repost it You know what? I'll ask Brian to help me out and I'll repost it, alright? Because I kind of want to look at it again. And Brian helps me with that stuff quite a bit. Montauk is strange. Shout out right there. Perfect timing. Please go subscribe to my brother. He does amazing work out in Montauk. He also comes out here with me and posts that. He just recently posted some stuff from our night outing. We are going to be slowly making a documentary of strictly night investigations, or whatever you want to call them. You know, it's not the same as when I come out here like this and connect to Sasquatch. It's not. It's a little more distracting. So on the other side of that big like charging station thing, whatever, generator center, it's like a huge, that's like one of the main hubs is a road. But if you follow the power lines down about 2 miles, you hit my house. But obviously we can't do that, right? We can't just travel the power lines. So I gotta make a few turns here and there. It's like, whatever, maybe it's more than 2 miles, but it ain't far. So this got really thick in here. I like it though. So what I was saying earlier, that side of the woods too, that's a preserve on the opposite side. It's like tick city in there though, so I don't ever go in there. I went in there once and I left with dozens and dozens and dozens of ticks. Gunner had about 100 on him. It took me a week to get them all off of him. Literally, every time I thought I got them all, another one would emerge. And that went on for days. And it kind of scarred me from enjoying it. Plus, it had every color shotgun shell on the ground that I've ever seen. I didn't even know they made that many different shotgun shells. That's how many I've seen. It was insanity. So somebody was in there at some point, not even caring, or they were, you know, to the point where maybe it was something more organized. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, let's go up this hill. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Whoa. Oh, whatever it was is gone. I put in a good amount of effort to get out here early today, so we would have our own time with nobody around. Finally starting to warm up a little bit. I was gonna go up that hill and go straight in, but I think we should work the perimeter. And then maybe cut back in. Look at that. We see this often. They have placed these rocks, these quartz. They place them on trails that they travel. They used to leave them for me too, for me to follow. Not to say that they don't still, but I don't point it out as much anymore. So you always want to look, if you see that on the trail or off the trail, whatever, it could be where they leave it so that they can follow it. These, when it gets dark, after it's sat in the sun all day, these rocks glow very, very brightly in the dark. They don't glow, but you can see them very visibly, especially when they're charged up with solar, whatever, solar power, however you want to put it. So what I'm going to do is look around from here. There's a couple of gaps. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to look through. Oh, hi. Yeah, it sounded like the harmonica I left with Kyle. Came from right here. What the hell was that? That wasn't just a bird. So this is one of those weird situations where I know what the hell I heard. I just don't know anything else about it. And it's hard to explain that to some people who might be watching, like that you know something without seeing it, right? But it's just sometimes you get these confirmations through the Sasquatch. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a very little, like that. That was a tree creaking behind me. There's a bird going off over there. Whatever I heard it would have been right here. It could very well just be them giving me a direction. Or a thank you, right? Everything's coming to life now. Good morning, my friends. Was that you? Harmonica? That's a cool game show, huh? I don't know why it's so beautiful to me to watch, like, that they go the same way so much that it makes such an imprint on nature. It's just so beautiful. Just why, like, they walk around all day long, all day, every day. They just walk around and eat and sleep and reproduce and protect their young. Like, here it's pretty amazing because they don't really have any predators except for humans. We need to get back in there, I think. Sorry, I had to pause that. I had to blow my nose real quick. Oh, one more. Okay. Bang. Perfect example. Hasn't been there long. Some of you might say, oh, there's rocks everywhere. No. Look, it's not been there long. It was placed there on purpose. Is that for me? That one's for me. That's a big one. That's big, guys. Give me a second, okay, friend? Actually, you know what, here. I won't cut you out of this. I'll just put you down. I need to have a little conversation here. Yeah, alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, it is. Alright, so it's for me. It's optional to take, right? It's not necessarily a gift. They put this here to kind of show what I was just talking about. They're helping me show you that they leave these things. Okay? I guess we were having a conversation back there, right? About how they leave these for me. And how they leave them out and they glow bright and they leave them on the trail that they follow. They were doing confirmation for me. So that was very, very kind of them. I could take it or I could leave it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But that's a very kind gesture in general. That they have my back like that. That's a beautiful thing. I don't want to just leave it there for... It's actually got a... It's like... It's interesting. It's got... As cold as it is out, let me just double check. Let me try another rock. There's a couple of rocks over here in the same area. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're freezing. This one is not that cold. It's really not that cold. Let's hold it for now. They like to gift rocks a lot. Alright, it's not abnormal. Feathers are big. I get a lot. If I could show you guys how many feathers I have and how many rocks I have. I can't even tell you. I don't throw them away. I keep them all. They're like gifts. I have a bunch in my truck. I have a bunch of they're all over the place. They're all over the place because I treasure them. I treasure them. They're not just a stone, it's not just another brick in the wall. It was given to me by some special tribe of hidden people. Like, do you know how like amazing this is to be a part of this? I know I'm a small portion. I know this, but I enjoy it. I embrace it. I love it. On a grand scale. So, like, on a grand scale, I'm a small part of it. But as far as my direct relationship, like, it's huge. It is huge. It's a beautiful, beautiful, amazing thing. I need to show you this, though, while I stop jaw jacking. So this was cut. See how that was cut right there? Sliced. That one was cut and it went further. Probably went up and connected into those. This was cut, this one leaning across. That was part of it. It probably all went back into these. You see how that bend goes into that? Right there. Those bends go into that down tree. So right here, this was the beginning of it all. So right, look, they even cut that part. Somebody came out of their way to, where is it? To cut that little branch right there. Why? Why go out of your way to cut all this stuff? It's not even affecting the trail. It's because what it showed, what it was. It was something that people would see and it would register in their minds because it was next to the trail. So out of sight, out of mind. But this, they didn't get rid of this, which was their bad. See how that's snapped? It comes down in here. This is very intricate stuff. It comes down and bends on it. Just look at this glyph right here. It's beautiful. It's all interconnecting. Look at it. Follow this. Comes all the way over here and tucks under that stick. This stuff there's a lot of effort put into this. Look at those branches that come off the tree. They're tucked under a crossbar. That stick right there is a crossbar stick. See it? It's laid right there to hold those down. There's so much effort put into this. So much love and time and energy. And it's for a reason. And then we come along and hack the shit out of it. And as much as I like to separate myself from that, I have to also take responsibility for it because there's humans doing damage. So who's going to be damage control? Not those people. So I need to come in and make menses where my fellow human has done wrong. See, look, there's rocks everywhere. None of them are doing remotely anything close to what happened when I bumped into this one. So we're gonna look at these from different angles. We're gonna come up in here. I just want you to see it as a whole. Yeah, this is a fresh break. So this is just happened recently. Because we had rain. We had rain yesterday, actually. And that is a very light colored wood. So this must have just happened within the last few days. Ooh. Every time I walk, something's happening behind me. I mean, I'm not gonna point out everything in here, but I'm sure you could see it all. They walked through here, unless it was the people who did damage control over there. Unless they walked around this too. So I see why they did it. They disconnected it because they were hanging out right here. Look, break came in. This is pulled and tucked, held down with this. They were right in here, guys. There was a Sasquatch family right in here. Do you know how humbling this shit is? It's so beautiful. Look at that. Look at this. Boom. This one, dude, tucked too, bent hard. There's actually, see that one? If you follow that one, that's actually a huge, that's all the way over there. Dragged across. Always look at things at a 360. Here we go, look at that. Big old impression down there. I'm just showing my friends, guys, okay? We're gonna share this later with some good people. Some good humans will watch this and they will love it. Thank you so much for lighting up my darkness lately. I've been in a valley and you guys have come down and shed sunshine. And I know soon I'll rise up out of there. Thank you for walking it with me. I do love you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so sorry, I had to take a minute to respond. We're going to, if we had more time, that sun is coming up. And if we had more time, we'd hang out right here. And you would see why they picked this spot. This is gonna light up, this right here, this section right here is gonna light up like a light bulb in the next few minutes. So we'll hang in the area if we don't get pulled away by my own distractions, most likely. Then we'll take a look again. See, look, here it comes. You could actually, bang, there it goes. That's what I mean. Just one step back and you could see how much different it is. Beaming in. Beautiful, huh? So, look at it. Look at the way it's coming through here. Right? Do you see that? It's like a flashlight beam just coming straight through this spot. If I step into it, look at that. I can't really see because I looked at it, but I directly would soak that up by standing here. This is where you want to be, right here. If you could get these types of moments somewhere, if you could find these types of moments, take them. Take them, please. Enjoy it, embrace it, love it. Huge impressions in here. Massive. Massive. I'm still seeing spots from staring into it, but there's a brake, a leaner on it. Oh, look, see, look at that. Signature Setauket tribe. Snap, bend all the way over there, coming down into it, tucked under. Just very, very basic stuff, right? But it all is for a purpose. They can't, like, the people who chop this stuff down can't keep up with it. That's how active they are in here. So on the other side of where we parked the car on the other side is where I had that, I think I was with you guys. I was filming or something. But anyway, there's another one. So it's actually tucked up. Shit, that's cool. There's another one tucked under that snap. And if you look right under here, it's matted down quite a bit. Almost like something was walking through here. Just like this. Whether it was deer, or something else, I don't know. I really can't tell you. There's a lot of different signs mixed in. Oh, look, bang, right here. Right here's a trail. So don't think you gotta go far, my friends, please. That would have been a fun place to leave the recorder up there. We've been led to believe that you have to go into the middle of nowhere. I was under that impression too. And Bubba directly came to me to show me that was not the case. And then put the responsibility upon me to pass that message along. This is a nice pic. See when it lines up with my heart? Goes right in. Thank you, my friends. Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hi, buddy. Where are you? Holy shit. Man, that is badass. We gotta look down there somehow. Again, look at these subtle bends right here. There's a small one right there, and then another one right there, going under the same thing. There's 2 or 3 of them. That's a structure down there. That's why he was there in the flesh and then seemed to disappear like the wind. Again, very subtle. Look at this bend. See it? They're small. Like, it's not everything is massive and in your face. Don't let people just, I'm here to give you guys the key to success. I'm not here to make myself seem like a superhero. and the only one that can do this. All right? Anybody can connect to them. If you're willing to put in the time and the effort, and you got a good heart, and you can, it really doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. And there's a lot of people out there that profit off of this shit, that want you to, all the way up from the feds to down to researchers, like whatever they want to call themselves. I don't know. We're not doing research. Not really. Do we get... I mean, look, it doesn't matter, right? How many things have I spoken about that I got directly from the Sasquatch's mouth, right to me, telling me facts, showing things that people get stuck on every single day. How many times a day do I show these structures and I still see people walk around? What do they mean? What do they do? Why? There's no way that you're gonna be the one that gets this out to the world. There's too much suppression. So, that being said, I enjoy every minute of it. I love it. I don't get hung up on trying to prove it. It's just not that important to me. I want to prove it to the person who comes to me and says, on a personal level, hey, I have a question. Hey, what do you think about this? I don't want to be the one arguing in the group chat on Facebook or whatever and beefing it with everybody because I'm right and they're wrong and blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. It's all it sounds like to each other. Those people aren't listening to one another. They're talking. At very best, they're waiting for their turn to speak. At the best, they're waiting for their turn to speak. Ding! You hear that? Twice. It's twice. 3 times. Something's tapping the bottom of a glass bottle. Oh, never mind. Maybe it was a bird. See? This was a cool setup too, right here. Look how it's lined up. Right through the bend. Like a rainbow, right? What do you think a rainbow is? I mean, seriously. Like, they've distracted us with the stupid pot of gold at the end and the leprechaun and they make it sound funny, right? Everything that could have seriousness involving the folklore, there's a legend on it, that there's folklore on it that makes it stupid and makes you think that it's a joke, right? It's all by design. Every generation gets hit differently. Oh shit. Oh, it's a deer. It's all the same. She's hopping around like crazy. It's all the same, but it's just a different... I shouldn't say it is all the same. It's just a different toilet, right? Same shit. Hey, hi girl. What you two girls doing? 3. Boom shakalaka. Hi. Hi. Don't do it. No. Oh, something's banging loud. Pretty girls. Pretty girls. Alright, well, I think I've talked enough today. So, what I'm gonna do is hop off of here, and I'm gonna go live and see who all is available. It's very early. It's only 6 in the morning East Coast time, but I know some of you enjoy this, so I'm gonna give it a whirl and see who's around. You know. Oh, the recorder. Oh, that's by the truck. It don't matter. I was gonna say maybe I'll go out a different direction, but it's not far from the truck anyway, so it don't matter. Well, one stayed. Look, I still see one. I see that, but see it? See the tail? Her ears are moving a bit. I could zoom in further, but I'm stuck to one hand because I got this huge rock. Alright, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this walk. I know I did a lot of talking and maybe a little bit of ranting. Maybe a little whining. But I hope you enjoyed what we saw. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned something. If you did enjoy it, if you did learn something, if you did have fun, I mean, it could be very simple. It doesn't have to be in depth, you know? It really doesn't, but you could leave me a little comment. You know, even if it's a premiere, if you could leave a little comment, whatever, that would be... It's greatly appreciated. It really is. It helps me motivate. And it might not seem like I need it, but it helps, guys. Alright. Blessings. Thank you, times 3. Hopefully I see you on the live stream.